Hi YouTube, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're practicing that self-care. We are literally going to finish Finland tonight. It is Anime Completion Monday. I am going to go ahead and try and go as hard as we can with it. Ladies and gentlemen, get a snack, get something, put me on lurk, put me on another tab. It's okay. We are literally going to go jump into this, and we have Lena here, we have Demon here, we have a lot of beautiful individuals in the chat today. Let's go ahead and just jump into it, yeah? Oh, great. We're going to have to skip the intro. Sorry, guys. We already know how how Twitch will go ahead and mute us out. Anyways, let's go.
スベンを率いるデンマークバイキングの支配下にあった。そしてこの地を起点に多くの奴隷がヨーロッパ全土に供給され、バイキングたちはその商人としての役割も担っていた。とっつぁんの気持ちもわかるけどよ。俺たちはお情けで奴隷を解放できるほど金持ちでもないんだぜ。もう11年も経ってるんだ。そろそろ潮時なんじゃないか。
あの時トールズがいなければわしらは無事では済まなかった。恩には報いねばならん。
So really quick, I guess jumping into this, if your friend, if one of your friends, one of your loved ones were to die for your safety, what does that do for you? I know, poor Thors, dude. What would that do for you? Realistically, you have an incredible sense of guilt, right? For a lot of individuals, survivor's guilt is insane. So I can imagine him searching to the ends of the earth for Thorfinn. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like that's like sort of like his the main objective, the main everything is where's Thorfinn, because Thorfinn is Thor's legacy, is what's left of Thor's in that regards, right? Yeah, for me, well, there's still survivor's guilt left in this. There's a lot of contemplation of it should have been me. If only if only this didn't happen. Like constant scenarios happening, especially if he's been past an era of like war, and I talk about this in Violet Evergarden, which is you have a lot of people who think, oh yeah, you're going through a traumatic situation. That might why aren't people going through like they're getting their PTSD right there and then. They go through the trauma. They're still in the trauma in an active war zone. When they're off the trauma, the silent moments, the moments when they're no longer active and their mind doesn't have to go and escape to it. The moment when they hear a firecracker go up in the air or a firework just start going wild. Or they start hearing people running down the hall and they're reminded of the time that so on and so forth. Those silent moments are sort of what start activating a lot of the trauma for people. And that's why when I'm looking at this, I'm like, I can't even imagine what our ancestors must have been like in that scenario. Or if it was so normalized, the killing aspect, the you might die every day aspect, that they didn't have any time to actually process trauma. And those that lived long enough to process that trauma, maybe they were just seen as the old kooks and the old goons that God didn't want to take them from battle to Valhalla because, they decided that they were going to be punished for not dying in the battlefield, or I don't know, something. That's why I'm like, Yep, exactly, Elysian.
ここがヨークか。大きな町だな。
ええ、ローマの時代から栄えている古い町です。
I swear, man, if Saber was real, I keep looking at Prince Canute, and I'm like, if Saber was a real person, Rizhead would start popping up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. Don't bonk me.
王陛下はここに新王朝の拠点を構えるおつもりなのでしょう。良い選択です。私でもそうします。
ったく何が尊い方々だ。迷惑な連中だぜ、くそ。おいとっつぁん、戦備の方やってくれ。
あの男
Oh yeah, he recognizes it.
間違いない。あの顔を忘れるものか。アシェラット、トールズを殺したあの海賊だ。
で、どうする？王は明日の宴席で仕掛けてくるぞ。
My thing is, because this story is coming around full circle in a beautiful way, you know, in terms of like the reintroduction of these characters coming in a full-fledged way. What I don't want to see is quite literally Askeladd lose his head, in terms of like he's so intellectually like there with everyone, right? Like he could outwit a lot of people. Like he gets caught up in his own troubles because of it. Because we've now completed a full circle, even as an individual, right? Whenever I hear stories like this, which is like, oh, Anne had a breakup with someone, right? A really, really bad breakup. And let's say that they start the healing process and therapy process and everything like that again. And all of a sudden it's back over here. And Anne's like, so I saw this person at this event. Ooh, all of a sudden it's like, okay, Anne, this is a very traumatic event. What happened? Right? Because you've just done a full circle of supposed growth. Did you relapse? Because this is a testing environment. Did you relapse, or were you able to go ahead and, be okay with that there and not lose your head? So is it one or the other? Fun fact, Vulcans were actually well-groomed, hair trimming, and nearly daily bathing, which is why many women so willingly let their families to be with them. Not X, but it did happen with the crush. Oh, and...
さて、それなんですがね。明日の午前会議、我々が後手に回るのは明白でしょう。例えば殿下とトルケル殿にそれぞれ別の領地を与え孤立させる。それは褒美であり、命令でもある。逆らえばクヌート王子に範囲ありとなります。煮るも焼くも陛下次第なんですよ。
トルケルを奪われるのは困るな。
で、困っちゃいますね。
では、座して待つだけか。
いかがでしょう。この辺りで世間様に何もかもばらしてみるというのは。
ばらす？
あれじゃね？クヌート殿下。
Oh shit.
今あなたがここで。
Oh shit.
死ぬってことですよ。撃たれたぞー！王子殿下が撃たれた！
Askeladd, this might be a ploy. This might be that looked like not even a well-fitted arrow. Askeladd, this looks like just a ploy to knock him out, right? Have everyone start a power for struggle, right? Like a power struggle. Like if I had Elysian cough me, all of these people here, right?
Big brain.
Put enough force to put on a show, theatrics for the people. Word spreads like wildfire. Your siblings get to hear about it. If they're in a territory dispute, you just flame the sparks of war where now everyone versus everyone, and they can't use you as a way of breaking up or dividing you and the armies that you've built. You've also allowed people to unify under your banner, or under the banner that they're trying to go ahead and set up. Because magically, what's up, Nick Mir? Also, thanks so much for the follow, Viljamix. ¿Cómo estás? Ojalá que estés bien. We do a little trolling. Yeah, because if let's say that like someone were to get hurt, right, in a public setting and whatnot, and you know that there's like a public battle. Oh, yeah, someone sent their whatever to go kill him. He must be right. There must be something good with him. People start to unite under a flag, under a big banner like this. This is wild. This is wild. War justification achieved, yep.
こっち側マジかよ。ちょろい仕事だぜ。
Oh, dude, that face.
なんかやばいことになってんぞ。こりゃ関わり合いにならねえ。おい、とっつぁんどこへ？
あいつだ。あいつがいた。
Are they finally gonna meet? Oh no, you're about to see. Oh no. Oh no.
ち、手間取らせやがって。
Wow, I got fucking goosebumps, man. I literally have fucking goosebumps from the child that was left crying because his dad died protecting him to the child that's now taking lives. You know, to like a rugged up child that's taking lives and, you know, is a different person. Whoa, Leif, the person standing before you is no longer the kid that you knew. It's a totally different beast. That's ooh. Imagine losing a little boy and seeing him like this. I know, it's like seeing a rabid animal now, dude. From where we are to where he is now. Oof. Oof. What's up, Sagas?
弓なのか？狂気ってそれ？貴様も仲間か？いや、わしはごまかそうったってそうはいけん。どうせ仲間に全部罪をかぶせて自分は助かろうって腹なんじゃろ。
俺じゃねえっつってんだろ。
いや、目を見りゃわかる。もうなんつうよどんだ目だ。どっからどう見てもアクトゥーの連れで。
We just started, Sagas. Ooh, that's a nice hit.
抵抗するか貴様。待て待て待て待て待て。ナイフ使いでチビで若くてもしかしてあんたトルフィン・カルルセブニ。トルフィン
カルルセブニ。
誰だって？バカ知らないのか。ノッポのトルケルにナイフ2本。
Oh, oh. Legends of him have started to spread. Oh no. It's like going around and people just now all of a sudden start fearing you, right? Out of nowhere. It's like, oh shit, it's a kid who challenged Darko. Like, wow, for your name to be ingrained in a way like this and spread like wildfire, that's also big. Like, that's... I mean, you beat the biggest, strongest motherfucker around. Korselfni means the making of a man in Norse. Oh, that's actually pretty deep. Is it time for base? This is my big aspect throughout all of this is what, and I'm really curious if they adjust this in season 2. If he has time to genuinely decompress and think, and let's say he tries to. I'm thinking in the mentality of Thorfinn, right? And I'm lowering myself down to the standard of, you know, I know nothing but pain, so on and so forth. Who would Thorfinn, like, if he were to form a relationship, who would he go for? I'm thinking that realistically he would probably go for a slave and try and be their equal, because he himself sees it as a punishment for, like, an aspect of himself would probably be like, I'm equal to this. I am no better than this, right? He might go ahead and, like, you know, have a situation like that, right? He might have a situation where he's thinking to himself, because there's a lot of, like, if there's some downtime, if there's times where he can get away. It sounds good, YOLO Temp, I appreciate it. If he can have some time away or some time to, like, literally think and process information and stuff and grow old, I think that this is an approach that he might take. I think that this is very realistic in the lands of, like, what it means, because some people punish themselves in relationships. But you look like Michael Average. Oh, I don't know who that is, but oh, cool. I don't know who that is, but thanks. But yeah, so in something like that, what do you guys think? Like, have you ever? Oh, Slovakia #1 streamer. Oh shit, no way. That's awesome. Hell yeah. I wish I could. I wish I could speak any form of language there. He spends his time down trimming his magnificent facial hair. Probably. I mean, I've just seen a lot of people who go through trauma. And like, childhood trauma. And they end up thinking, I am the worst, so I deserve the worst. And they get into really toxic relationships. Or relationships that like they feel is like a punishment for themselves or equal to themselves. And it's very interesting to see dynamics like that.
勝った男だよ。
嘘。だったらやばくね。こいつ殿下の家来だぜ。
マジか。ちょっとすいません。君、もしかして出身はアイスランドじゃないかね。名はトールズの子、トルフィン。
Oh, he no longer recognizes them? It's like a dog. It's like a dog. It's like a puppy that doesn't recognize its owner when it's the eye movement here is insane. It's like when like you're ever like, hey, you're raising a puppy and whatnot, and say that someone comes through and is taking care of it, and then it goes wild, and then finally sees you again. It's like the thought process in the eyes.
名はトールズの子トルフィン。あんた、レイフのおっちゃん。
Oh.
よかった。どけどけ。揺らすなバカ。どこをやられた。胸だやばいぞ。お気を確かに。でか、お召し物を切りますぞ。
Naughty, naughty. Hi, yes. He needed that hug more than ever. I know. I just didn't. I didn't. I didn't think the Escalade was gonna pop up with the blood like this.
そうじゃないかなとは思ってたけど。やっぱ殿下は女だったんだ。
Hi, I checked the Vods and saw you saw 3 episodes of Konosuba in the movie. Did you ever? Yes, Ring World. We've actually seen all of Konosuba in the movie and whatnot. So it's been one hell of a ride. My conception. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing really good. And I think the last time he was hugged was probably when Thor's died. So that's a number of years.
バカ者。私はここだ。
ああ、やっぱり。
なぜ女なのだ。
男の奴隷ではお姿に似たものが手に入りませんでしたので。
Yeah, I feel horrible for her. Like.
助かりそうか。
ああ、いえ、場所が場所ですし、もし矢に毒が塗ってあるなら、おそらくはもう。
すまぬことをしたな。そのものをいたわって使わせ、できる限りのことを施すのだぞ。
Oh, dude, yes.
しかしまあ、日頃の用心が奏功しましたな、殿下。どうやらこのヨークにはあなた様にあだ名さんとするものが潜みおるようですぞ。
I love Escalade. Escalade's like Evil Ed, but like on crack. It's the very least he can do. Yeah, give her the proper respect and everything. She literally took an arrow to the heart for him. Like, that is... Oof. Viking Evil Ed, I know. Well, it'd be more like Mayan Evil Ed, right? Or if I go through like my one of my parents' side, like it'd be like Samurai Evil Ed or something like that. Considering like That's how I picked up some martial arts, generational martial arts. Askeladd, the true big brainiac. Wait, what? What? Yeah, I know, Askeladd. No, my great grandfather. This is how I learned martial arts. This is how like generational martial arts has been passed down, dude. Yeah, like how else do you think I learned martial arts, dude? It's been like a part of like, especially like familial traditions. Aqua is Evil Ed. Aqua is very similar to Evil Ed. I think so. I think Aqua's way of thinking is very similar, but I feel like he might go soft, while Evil Ed never goes soft. You know.
やっぱり仇討ちを。
ああ、野郎は必ず俺が殺す。この父上の探検でな。
Yeah, Evil Ed is always hard. That sounds really wrong. Just take that back. Just take that back. Just take that back. Just take that back. Just erase the last minute out of your minds, please. That doesn't exist. But also, okay, back to the show. When it comes to a scenario like this, my big thing is, don't clip it, please. No. What is that? I don't know, FBI. I don't know about that. I think you've been saying some really sus stuff. You've ended up on a watch list or something. How can I get Evil Ed power? It's you study psychology, right? And then when you study psychology, once you reach your master's levels and then like either your doctorate's level, all of a sudden you gotta think right. The positive psychology one is good you, is normal you. The evil psychology you is the evil dark one. Anyway, one aspect through this though that I'm really curious about is how long can you hold on to vengeance before it consumes you? Yo, brother, how you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing, Aldris? I mean, neutral you can be the you that you do when you're not doing therapy, right? And I think that's a big version of all of that, or being a psychologist or anything like that. How long can you go with that, with harboring onto vengeance or harboring into negative feelings? For example, have any of you ever thought to get back to a person? I have, or tried getting back at a person. There was an individual who did me wrong, and I tried getting back at them, and after I did, because I outmaneuvered them, I evil ed the fuck out of them to the point where they'll probably never be able to go ahead and like do anything in the theater world ever again. Do anything in certain avenues of performing in artistic arts, right? Because they did some horrible stuff to a lot of people, including myself. Um, but how did I feel afterwards? I thought I would feel happy. I thought I would feel content. But after all that energy and whatnot was expended, I felt lost. I felt tired. I didn't feel complete. I didn't feel like it gave me what I needed out of it. Who did you wrong to say something bad to them again? But that's a difference. So it's Ed the Hollow. Yeah, yeah.
ボロボロじゃないか。幼い子供が戦場を生き延びて地獄を見てきたに違いない。いや、ダメだ。この子を救うにはこれまでの11年間を否定しなければ。
Yeah, 11 years.
ヴィンランドは今どうなってる？父上が行きたがっていた。俺も時々夢に見るんだ。もう村の一つも作ったかい？
なぜ残してきた母と姉のことを聞かんのだ。お前がいなくなってからヘルガの具合は一層悪くなった。顔を見せてやれ、トルフィン。ヘルガにはそれが薬だ。
俺はヴィンランドのことを聞いてんだよ。
Or finish still just a kid.
ペラペラと。
おい。
Developmentally, is Thorfinn an adult? Physically, he might be a young adult, but mentally, is he an adult? Mentally, Thorfinn might still be that young kid who all he wants to do is hear stories about this faraway land and keep this perception of or this image of who his mom and his sister were when he left. He's stagnating, yeah, and he just stagnated in development, and that's why it's, man, this show's fucking me up in so many ways, because there's a lot of people like this who they go through insane amounts of trauma and they stagnate, and yeah, well, physically they may get older, mentally they're still that age at which they started stagnating. Exactly, Stormman, exactly. And that's why I'm like, when I'm processing this, I'm like, he's still that kid who wants to hear the stories of, you know, the promised Vinland and all of these things, and mom and Helga have to be fine because that's how he left him, right? He doesn't want anything that's going to go ahead and force him to start that mental change. Because he wants to hear about the peace because he's the beginning of tired. Yeah. Yeah. This is...
おい、こら、どこへ行く？トルフィン。国へ帰ろう、トルフィン。もう十分だろ。一緒に帰ろう。
十分。あんたに何がわかる？
I would find it sad if this full... Hold on. I'm going to find it really sad if this goes through a full loop again. And we end off with him in a boat shuttled up, just going nowhere at sea, and just like, you know, the way that he was as a kid when Thor's died. Oh, the amount of impact that you could have by going through a full cycle in like storytelling like this, and a full developmental cycle like this, man, that would fuck me up. What development would you get after 10 plus years of killing people, having no one around you? Yeah, you're just in a fight or flight state, essentially, Nickmare, non-stop, so you don't really have time for introspection. If we're to do Maslow's hierarchy of needs in him, he doesn't really have time for prestige or friends. People might give him that, but he himself doesn't feel as though he's getting that. Because if he needs to go ahead and, like, you know, secure his foundation. He's always in the safety state. Exactly.
あの日から今日までの俺の何を知ってるってんだ。ああ、アセラットが野郎が生きて飯を食いくそたれてる間は十分じゃねえ。十分じゃねえ。
Bruh.
なんということか。あの陽気だった幼子が。お前の気が変わるまでわしはこの町にいるぞ。ドルフィン、国へ帰ろう。
Oh, Grandpa.
ほれ、サガだ。
悪いな。
いい部屋じゃねえか、ビョルン。羨ましいぜ。
命がけの報酬にしちゃ狭い部屋だ。
そういや、アトリのやつがな、お前に詫び入れたいって言ってたぜ。
戦場での切った切られたは恨みっこなしだ。ぐじぐじ根に持つのはトルフィンだけだ。いいから行けよ。
Bro, I feel like they're all gonna die.
Ah.
I have this feeling in the pit of my stomach. They're all gonna die. Except for, like, the print. I have a feeling. This is gonna sound weird. You can call it an intuition, psychologist intuition. Or I guess in this one, they would call me, like, the seer, right? Like, what was it? Like, the people that would, like, have, like, an eye in their finger and talk to the gods and stuff. Or an eye in their hand and talk to the gods and stuff. I have, like, a really, really bad feeling that the way that they're setting this up is... It's been 1,000 years. They're all... And. I have a weird feeling that, like, Askeladd's probably going to pass away. Or probably going to do something drastic. Because Thorfinn needs Askeladd gone in some way, shape, or form in order for him to go. Thorfinn's, of course, going to live. We're more than likely going to see an oracle. There we go. Lena! When I can't even remember stuff. Thank you, Lena. You're wonderful. More than likely, this guy's going to pass trying to somehow be an anchor for Askeladd. More than likely, Thorkel's going to live. I can see Thorkel living. I can see Thorkel as a major plot point in the future. I can see the prince still alive. But I have a feeling that these two probably won't make it, and this series will probably end there. I know. Thank you. You're an actual treasure, dude. A death flag, yeah.
足の具合はどうだ？
しこたま矢を食らったからな。だがまあちっとぐれ剣を使うのに触りはねえ。
そうか。
Well, it took a bunch of arrows, bro.
なら明日。
I don't know if I'd be up and walking though. Like,
明日。
出し抜かれたな、不老記よ。は、申し訳ございません。
tomorrow.
アシェラットか。やりおるな。この町に呪いをかけおったわ。
王子様が殺されたって？
違うよ、影武者だったんだ。
物騒だね。
Now people know there's some shady shit.
られやしないよ。
いや、下せねえのはさ、暗殺者がなんで王子様を狙ったのかってことだよ。
そりゃ偉い人なんだし、命ぐらい狙われるだろうよ。
わ、でもよ、この町にはスベン陛下がいるんだぜ。的にかけんならそっちだろ。
ああ、確かにな。
あ、それにお世継ぎは2人おられる。
で、わざわざ次男の方を狙うってこと？あんたら、
おお、
それについちゃちょっと面白い話があるんだぜ。ま、あくまで噂程度の話なんだがね。
Oh no.
噂程度の話。
Oh no. That's such an evil end thing to do. Because what do you do with this, dude? You're garnering support for you. Oh yeah, the king or this person is the one that, they sent it out. It turns out that it's just a rumor though. Just keep it between us, Ladies and gentlemen, just keep it between us. Evil Ed, might have tried to go ahead and take out Omega Ed, but just keep it between us. It's just a rumor. It's just a rumor. There was a fight for power, and Evil Ed might have sent out a couple of people to try and take control of that, it's just a rumor. It's just a new rumor.
そのくらいがちょうどいいのです。確たる証拠は突きつけず、王陛下
Or downplay it,
が
yeah.
してやる方がいい。
暗殺者を雇ったのはおめえか。自作自演じゃねえか。
なかなかの演出だったろ。ただ噂を流すだけじゃダメだ。あの演出があって初めて噂は真実味を持って広がる。デンマーク王家の跡目争いは皆知ってる。そこへこの暗殺未遂と噂。さてしょうか、明日の会議にこれがどう影響するかな。
なるほど。この私が不利になるような命令は下せなくなる。
その通りです。トルケル殿を殿下から奪ったり激戦地へ送り込んだりすれば噂の後押しになります。王というのは人気商売です。軍民の己に対する悪評は捨ておけんでしょう。
Smart man.
小殺しなんてのは特にね。
悪知恵回るな。そういうのどこで教わるわけ？
力押しだけが戦じゃねってことだよ。勉強になったろ。
これで当分の間は王も手を出してこぬかもしれん。時間稼ぎには良い策だ。だが今後二度と私の身代わりを立てることは許さん。
はあ、申し訳ございません。
いやー、感服しましたぞ、アシェラット殿。門の軍勢を味方につけたようなものだ。
それはどうも。
ではお話が一段落したようですので、私はちょっと用足しへ。
We have to wrap.
いや、本当に心強い。
殿下、グンナル殿を信用してはなります。
I was gonna say I've never trusted him, Askeladd. I've never trusted him. I'm like, we have a rat in here, brother. We gotta lay down a trap. I don't want no ratatouille. I don't want someone just going on top of my head and being like, hey, yo, maybe I heard 21 mentioned, but I forgot that part was already.
おそらくスベン王に通じています。
なぜそう思う？根拠を言え。
勘ですが間違いないでしょう。
だとしたらやばくね？今の話も知られるぜ。
かまあ、 知られてもいいことしか話してねえ。グンナルが来るなら今の話を今夜中に伝えるでしょう。確認のためトルフィンに尾行させています。
グンナルが患者であればどうする？殺すか？
泳がせましょう。彼を通じてこちらが短期決戦を望んでないことを王陛下側に知ってもらいましょう。患者からの情報なら信用し安心する。当面の争いを避けるにはお互いの了解が必要です。これで私の作戦は完成。
ポチポチポチポチポチ。
まったくそなたという男は。
It's a pretty smart
明日
plan.
の王陛下の反応が楽しみですな。
王の家か。決まりだな。どいつも騙し合いに夢中か。それが戦士のやることか。俺のやることは一つだ。
My big thing is throughout all of this, there's a limit testing. Is you shouldn't state all of your intents, right? And even in psychology, we have this thing which is we should not like if you're coming for therapy, I should not tell you all of the interventions that I'm using because you might put up walls against it. For him specifically, the more that he opens up and stuff like this, the more worried that I get because all of a sudden he might have to take responsibility for some of these. Say that they get surrounded in some way, shape, or form, or say that the people are now wary, or that the king dies and Canute has to step up. All of a sudden, you know, people are trying to go out in battle for control, or oh yeah, you're just gonna be a puppet or whatever, and it's just like, okay, then let me go ahead and eliminate him, or like Ascalon needs to take his own life or something like that. This is why you should think about it. It should only be phrased to one person, but you should never ever open up about every single one of your plots because it's giving too much information away. That might be the sixth plot. Maybe you want to get, oh my god, okay, it depends on how layered you want to go, but yes.
午前会議の前にどうしてもってわけか、トルフィン。右腕が治ってからの方がいいんじゃねえのか？まあ、いいけどな。ほら、どっちでも。
立会人は私が務める。私がやめろと言ったら決闘は終わりだ。双方良いな。
結構です。が、少々お待ちください、殿下。実は先約がありまして、じきここに。
Oh no. Oh no.
悪いな、トルフィン。すぐ済む。
Oh
承
no.
知した。始めよ。
Hold on, Elysian. I'll answer this after this episode. Oh. Oh.
アシュラット、あんたは強くて賢い。あんたを尊敬してる。あんたが俺を腹の底では嫌っていてもな。なあ、アシュランド。俺だけじゃねえ。あんたは死んだ仲間たちも自分自身でさえも。
Probably hates parts of himself, yeah.
寂しくねえのか。そんなに何もかも拒んで。ほらさ、あんたと友達になりたかったんだよ。
Man. 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 I didn't think Vinland Saga was gonna get feely.
すまん急所を外しちまったすぐ楽に足ラッドあんたと友達ああビョルン
This is a fucking masterpiece, dude. This is something that you would find in like a fucking museum, dude. This is like a painting of like, you know, that you would find. Oh, dude, this is art. This is beautiful in like every. Oh, this hurts. This is Shakespeare. No, this is Patrick. This is something. Oh man, I'm like tearing up a bit. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. Medieval bros. But at the same time, why did he do this? If their belief is so strong that dying in the battlefield gets you up to their version of heaven, it makes sense. I think, yeah, you were his bro. You were his bro. You were his friend. Because he, even to the end, he was willing to do this. Oh. Man, this is
お前は
an only friend.
俺のたった一人の友達だ。
送ってくれ
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
さて、待たせたら小僧、来い。
My heart breaks.
遊んでやる。
No. 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 Oh man, I was so excited. I'm like, fuck, we get the action sequence. We get the action sequence. The OST, this is going consistently hard, and I'm so here for it. This is one of those few scenarios where this show is just peak after peak after peak. And I'm living for this. I am living for the fact that we're gonna finish Vinland Saga season 1 right now. This is awesome, dude. This is how you tell a story, and it's so artistically well made. It's like characters coming around in a full circle. Even like the whole like, is he my friend? Is he not my friend? You are my friend, but you die type of thing. The way that like that's how you know it's good, man. If I'm doing silly noises, it's some good shit. Well, good thing we're on that binge, huh? It's a good thing we're on that binge. It's a good thing we're doing completionist Monday, then probably Tuesday. Also, yeah, tomorrow's stream will be broken in half, guys, in case you guys don't know. There'll be a morning segment, and then when I come back in the evening, there might be a little evening segment with Brady as we do our yearly Royal Rumble or something. So giving you guys a heads up. But yeah, man, we should transport Ed back to Vinland so that he can, there's gonna be a recess time or something. Yeah, well, we do our yearly Royal Rumble every time we do my birthday. So I think that this is wild. I think that this show is like consistently hitting highs and really showing these like this character growth, this character progression, all of these beautiful things. Wow.